Okay, I'm up. Yeah. Today we kind of answer a few questions. First of all, what if you don't have any tracing paper and you want to do some animation? And you're stuck in a place that, let's say, you have a lot of paper and carbon paper. What is carbon paper? Well, carbon paper is that black paper that you use to make copy on the typewriter. And foams. Very thin, black. As your great grandmother or your, not your mom, because your memory grandma. Because people rarely use this stuff unless they want to have, um, you know, type black copy. Now it comes in basically different colors. I got black, there's blue, and something red and green. Now, do I have a used one? No, I don't have a used. This particular brand, I used to have PLS. Used to still could buy this stuff. It's got the typo on it. It's New Note with a K. It's a company I don't think it's still around. I should go check, but they come into, if your grandmother is an office worker, they know what I mean. Now, back to the animation part. Here's an piece of artwork. Here's a blank paper. Here, line them up really good. Line it up good. You grab your pen, your pencil. And, but let's bring my friends into here because, as I say, once again, tracing paper is not always around. When I was a kid, this was more likely to find, especially when you get those carbonless paper or when your dad get carbon paper between receipts or credit card bills. Yeah, even though the machine goes, no idea, eh? Oh. Well, anyways, it's one of those things that it's going, I have to say, slow it out. Astaya. A lot of people my age, when just before the computer age, a lot of people was using this. And that's the thing. And this sounds the sci-fi. One is black or blue fingers. Yeah, black or blue fingers. And holy cow. Oh, Michelle. So I am. She becoming a meme now. Everybody making fun of her lips. I'm glad I draw memes too. Just because. But anyways, back to you grab your place you draw your pixel like here. Now with this, if this is going to be pens, the problem is you need a good pen for this. There we go. I have to change this a bit here, and you could do it. Yeah, okay. Now it's very hard to see, but that's the first part of the drawing. It copies. They have yeah, that's what it does. Now this is going to be looking really odd because once it works on one paper, it doesn't work on the other paper. Oh, come on. Hello? Oh, there, because I want to keep track here. Well, I draw Miss J, a pre-draw picture here. And I'm going to update this. There's something I could actually work with the pen here. This is not done yet, but you know some ta-da. Come on! Oh, damn, stupid pen. Oh, come on. That's better. It will, drive your pen crazy here, but I mean, the reason I always write cast on the first piece of paper because then I could do some minor things on it. This is what I'm going to use over and over again. Now, or draw or whatever I need. Again, repeat, move things, and so forth. It just dawned on me, just make a video today about, this because I've been having fun trouble. Like you find content for my video, and I haven't did one for and how to video or something. And then, a few minutes ago, I was like, here's my carbon paper. Because no one have asked me, what if you cannot afford it? Now, this is regular machine copy paper. That's stuff I always draw on. You get, $500 for $7 or something. It's very thick, so you cannot see to actually hold up a window and do that kind of animation. But let's say you don't want to get your arm tight. All I have to do is redraw this. And the imprint come on. Today my pens are not working correctly. Come on. Come on. These ones I got at the tracer that I showed you a couple months ago. Come on. Come on, you stupid. I gotta keep track of you. You've been doing this on me. Come on. Oh, excuse me as I go get some more pens. It helped me with a ballpoint pen to do. I got so many ballpoint pens, it's not. And I don't want to do a pencil. I may have to do a pencil. And, oh, come on. I got markers coming up one. But I cannot. This one. I'm fixing a propane tank out here, so it'll be trucks and so forth. As I say, how to get a ballpoint pen, and I think I just moved it. But it have to be completely. You can use pencils, but if you have a pen around and you want to basically, you know. Now what happened? I just imprinted the black sheet. Make a copy and screwed it up. But I got a nice black pen picture, except it wasn't. Since I got a paper, I could do this over again. Because you have to have the whole, you could clip it to a board or whatever, but I don't have a clipboard to do this. Don't move the paper. Nonsense. And over time, this is going to look like overtrace a lot. And also, it's a good study of drawing your character in the pose over again. This is kind of really, when I was growing up, a cheap way to animation because you always could find. I'm talking back in the 70s here, so you young folks out there have to realize that this is how some people animation and draw. You get, oh, hi, Lewis. Come on. No, you. Back to mine. Come on, up. Hey, no. Oh. Oh, what the hell? Okay, I'm still going. I just did back. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. I'm back moving. Sorry about that, Liz. Even to that, you have to remember, don't. So to look at what you do, you just hold it on and see what you're doing. And continue drawing, living up where you are. Now, this will does over time, you know, but it's a simple way, you know, a type of animation that I keep on, you know, gonna do a couple corrections here, you know, add a bit more hair and so forth here. But, you know, I'm back 1, 2. I can move the arm back and so it's gonna be line up and down. And yeah, that's how you do the old way, you know. Even if you get these things, now you probably remember. You could buy these and use this if you want to. You still could buy them next to nothing, you know. The pink seat. This one's 2. Oh, the type that's carbon glass. Use this for drawing, you know. And this way it's all together. They're until you tear it together. But that's how I used to get carbon paper. Didn't care about what's on it. You know, I always wanted this. So, again, it looks, you know, offset, but I am going to be moving the arm here and the body. Make sure do not move the paper. It takes a lot of patience to do this, especially doing this in talk. And as I was saying, because Michelle I don't know how she do it every night. A video, a video, a video, a video, and video. And nothing she been is, you know, talking. And I, you know. And last night I was listening and people was making fun of her, and then she jumped to Argonauts and stereo equipment and all that. I'm going like, oh, come on. You're doing this on the fly now. Because I noticing it, and I got completely bored and left. You know, she's wanting out our ideas, and here I am. I'm having trouble finding. But again, and then the missing parts. And this is a quick way to do basic animation. You notice her arm movements. And that's what the is going to be, because yes, you could tape this here, but even with taping this here, which I should do. Come on, rotate. But you know, even Tommy Vegas are getting bored. Somebody put a video yesterday, and that's about gays, and cops, and his family. The same more bloody story because people keep asking him. But I came up with a good way to watch a show. I got the Tommy Tudor drinking game. Okay, how to play the Tommy Tudor drinking game? Well, if the phone rings, have a shot. If it rings and he doesn't answer it, you get two shots. If he just leave it there ringing, you have both shots. So every time his phone rings, if he answers, you get a shot. If he, and an extra shot if he take his earphones off and you could hear the voice. I think that's a good way to get drunk, listening to Tom. It's just like, hey, why not? We should have Bob every time he reads from the Bible. If it's, Timothy, 2 shots. If it's a regular one that we never heard, 1 shot. If it's after a big, long, bullshitting video, if you use it for complaining, 3 shots. Now, Bob will, I figure, well, this is a good way, to listen, pay attention, and get stone drunk. Because that's what Tommy videos on now. It's just like, I heard this, and he was his last couple of videos, he was repeating the same thing. No, I don't fuck kids. I don't fuck this. Everybody being after me since 1980s because I'm a computer person. I blah, 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 blah. Oh, boy, give it a rest, Tommy. And then he plays his music. His bloody music. You used to have people on. You tried to call you. Do you want me to phone you? By the way, I was out all day, Lewis. I made about $7 in cans. So that's probably why you cannot get me. The best time is usually when I do a video, I guess. And yeah, let me get that ready. Yeah, I'm gonna try to call you, Lewis. I have to go to my computer. It's a bit slow. I need to clean it and defrag it. Why do they call it defragging? Or defrag? It's actually defragging pieces of data when you add or take away things. And some maybe think, oh, just call it defrag. And that's a slang word. And I have a couple. What is this? I have a couple like like this. I have a couple. Oh fuck. Oh, I just shoot up. No. It seems my 24-hour game light have now have a No. Okay, I got how. Oh. Okay. Minus. Oh. Okay. Check. Oh, come on. I don't want you to. Okay, now I'm going to try to call you, Lewis. I hope Lewis also would be on his camera. Yeah, I heard you. Sorry about that. I heard you. I'm doing fine. Sorry for the sneeze. Came at the worst time. So how's everything go? Yeah, embarrassment moment caught in live. So how are you doing? Yeah, in ballers, walking around town, and that's why you didn't guess me because I went out around 9:30, and I was back an hour ago at 3 o'clock. So I've been out collecting cans, walking around town, getting some exercise. Other than my bottle of 2 liter. No, I bought some bread. I bought some fish. For sandwiches. You know. Uh, oh no, it's Alaska Pollock. Pollock is like the fake Alaska crab. Every time you have that, it's a kind of fish that you could make it into lobster, crab, whatever it's eating. It's a fish that hardly got any bones. And next time you eat one of those fish sandwiches from the salmon shop, that's the type of fish they use. It's called pollock. Yeah, I know. It's just like I see you like my idea for a Tommy Dukins game. Mm-hmm. What? Yeah, and I'm trying, to keep my videos, alive. And Mitch Hill has been, really doing the live videos over and over again about her cat. I listened to it. I got bored of her stuff already. You know, because people were making fun of her. She was talking about her cat again and again and again, and then someone's phone tried to beep. You know, this time someone said, "Oh, I got your cat. I'm holding it for $5,000." At that point, I said, "Oh, I'm going to hear about it." You know, she just can't yeah, she cannot get a break. It's just like, oh, that, and that's just like today I was planning to do a video, but I sat down and I saw my carbon paper, and I thought I'd show you a way to do it without tracing paper, which I'm doing right now. And this tracing paper is, I think you remember what carbon paper is. You still will buy in Canada. There is people still use it for the typewriters and so forth. It's a way out. You know, that's why we got photocopy machines now. You know, scanners, you know. And this is, you know, the 70s things that I grew up, you know, a piece of carbon paper. Oh, I can make a flip book out of it. And that's what I'm doing right now. I figure that's a good idea and talk about other people than, you know, whine about a lost cat. Because let me check here. Yeah. No, that's the wrong button. Wait. Oh, really? I got you. I have to clip it back onto. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay. I'm going to have to turn. Okay. I see you. I do have a. Stay have a yeah, I got a good delay here. No, what? No, I still can get you. I still can get you. Well, I did perfectly with Michelle, and I got you on hang. And what's to do? See, phone to hangout. We did both ways. When oh, where's not my voice? Yeah, I screwed it up. Oh no, I hear you. I don't hear me. But that's okay. But as long as I stay, and it's live, so Yes. Oh, I no leave call. So yeah, I got that. And invite people. I won that house. This is so new, still new for me, Lois. Oh, okay. Well, see if I can invite. Yeah, you know, but because I can make a call here, I can leave the call. No. Leave this call. Become this call. I'm going into the setting here. Live cam, default voice. Okay. Yeah, I probably need you. Let me give you address again. Up here. Okay, I'm here. I'll go up here. Come on, you slow. Give me a few minutes. Up a few. You got my email address, do you? I believe I left it on the channel. So I know Michelle is very expert on this, and I'm just learning still. You know, I'm doing a lot of wave here. Come on. I know I got your link here. Oh, geez. I hate Discord because I got a black button on the side and and I can't see it. You know, black screen, black button. I can't see it half the time. And oh, don't tell me I can't find this. Ooh. I know I got your throwaway address here, but whoever thought the curve scheme of this Discord, because that's why I left it there on our Discord thing here, and it's acting like slow. Like now I have to get down, see what you typed. Oh, did you put it on where did you typed it? Ah. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Yeah, but I don't. I need your address to invite you. Oh, allowed. Oh, yeah, allowed it. I did. Use. Do I have to hit the allow buttons on this? Ask allowed, block. Okay, think. No. I did. I'm just like, it seems on your screen that I have to allow you to talk to me. I never seen that before. She didn't tell me about that. You know, it just like, did I? Yeah, okay. Oh, I got it. I'm screen saving. I got that. I know, I got that. You got it? I think we'll, come on. Add. Okay, paste. Invite. I'm waiting for the circle around. What happened? One day they were to do a threesome. Me, you, and Michelle, so we both learn how to do it. Come on. Paste here. Yeah. No, okay, close. Go in the invite and see if I'm doing this right. And just need to stop this. Okay. Allowed. Yes, allowed. Yes. Yeah, that's how I could tell that I do the same thing. That's how I could read the comments. I don't use that fancy Michelle thingy. Uh, Come on. I got this. I got this deal. I got this delayed. Oh shoot! I'm having this delay just again with my. I know YouTube has this delay between what you see live and what I see on my Google Hangout. So I have to wait until I could hear your voice, and that's would be in another few minutes. Oh, God. Are you sensitive to everybody? Did I hit the wrong button? I hear you. I hear sounds, but I don't hear your voice. Yeah, I screwed it up again. Okay, I hear your voice. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, I just think when me and Michelle did it for the first time, that's how we did it. So I guess we have to ask her a few more questions. But she been telling me, oh, I don't have the time to look at your webpage, Jennifer, because I've been asking her to come, live, but she's not doing it. So she doesn't know that I'm talking behind her back, and it drives me crazy because everybody else from her website come, like Cassie and so forth, and talk to me here, but not Michelle. I asked her a few times, oh, I haven't gone around to do it. It's just like, that's why I try to have it so if you are busy, you could come and talk to me, and then after your show, But for me, I guess she just so worried about her show and talking and so forth. She don't have time, She goes out to McDonald's, the soup kitchen, back again, out, look for the cat, back, spend a few hours, 2+ hours talking, blah blah, then go do an evening show, and that's a lot of work. And between she asking us about content to add to her show, if I cannot find a daily contest for my show, and doing my other stuff, I don't know how she does it, having something almost every day, because you find a hard thing, and you try to make it twice a week, and I'm hoping to do it 3 times, but otherwise Bob or Tommy say something interesting, or to show you guys something interesting. I am basically out of ideas, Yeah. You told us, yeah. But I found a video about how people recycle aluminum cans. If you're interested to watch how they cross the cans and remake new cans. And there was one about how they reuse pop bottles to make into something. It'd be interesting seeing something like that, to see what happened when it leaves my hand, and so these crushed canned ingots that they tell you all the facts, how many cans is in here, take how many cans to make recycle, all those information that, you know, to show you how much, you know, they rely on people like me, you know. And that's the thing. It's just, I just, I'm not sure you have the Discovery Channel on your cable, but that's where I got these videos from. And if you're in, oh, well, I have cable, but I don't watch it anymore. I have the internet. It's just like TV. TV is getting really, really bored for me. You know, ever since the landlord got this new cable system, I'm not able to watch Doctor Who or any other you know, cable shows that I was interested in watching. And now, besides almost every TV show that have, you know, like CBC and all that, I could watch it online. So you basically don't need cable anymore. You know, I I found out when I watch the news and something breaks of the news, it's about the same time on Facebook. So yeah, I basically timed it, and like I would listen to news, and then suddenly someone mentioned something a few minutes ago. Then yeah, it's just like, and even the good old radio is the same thing. It just like it. I don't know who's got the news first, the radio, TV, newspaper, or the internet, but it seems Facebook, because I subscribe to all the TV news news programs on website. So I figure if it breaks there, I will listen to it. If it's news, royalty, and so forth, you know. And besides, we get more better, crazy news from from Facebook than we do on newscasts, you know. And it's just time of changing, and I gotta get used to this whole new way to getting my news, and this is how to do it now. You know, subscribe to, you know, CBC, ABC, NBC, and all around the world. So if I just go down my Facebook page and there is something breaking, I don't have to go and turn the news on to, yeah. That's how fast our world is now. So, okay. For you lecture folks up there, I'm talking to Lewis, and just seems I'm a beginner and he's beginning with this. So no, I'm not talking to myself like Ben Sale does. So please come. I'm just have basically no one. Oh, I got two people watching. One might, but I'm staying. You know, people out there, please. I'm trying to make my contact better than the other cows. You know, so I've been drawing and talking. I feel artists could do that. But as you slowly see, if you can see right there, the imprint of. And I think I have to add another one. I mean, how many seats do you add to? Because slowly it gets faded away. So to continue doing this, I have to go. I'll take another piece. I'll flip over this piece. Tape another piece to it. I know it's boring and so forth, but this is how some the big animations do for the tests, or if they want to make it look old. Well, in my case, because I have way too much, blank white paper. This is another odd little strange thing I know. The paper I'm using is newspaper, and this is old by inch. This is old. How old this is by inches and feet. This is by centimeter, and I'm having this little problem of centering my paper because look at this. That's how short our paper get. Well, I'm not taping this correctly, but as you see, the front page here is getting darker and darker and tracing over and over again. Noticing the arm part is a bunch of lines, but at the end, once I scan these, the arm will move back and forth ever so off, slightly. You know? And with the, window paint, I could correct more stuff. So that's how you do it if you don't have any tracing paper or any thin paper or don't have thin plastic, to do it. The other type, I'm going to show you next, is using these things. These things cost $50 a box up here. What I do with those, I draw a scene on the video, and just looks like they'll fasten that animation. Draw on this and move it and so forth, just like I'm doing with the tracing paper, but without the carbon paper side. And that's how you do it again. So this is why I use different type of. This is from one of my old videos. I dug it up. This, you draw. But this is from maps. Before they scan it, and you notice in anything I could use, I could get a clear plastic and continue. Even these book photo things. If I get a whole bunch of them, I use that, and sometimes I can use it in color. And even if it's blue tracing paper, you still have that odd effect on it. And this is from the butterfly video I did a couple years ago. And you've briefly seen her. That's why I'm redoing it in white paper. And this paper here, that's what I use a lot of paper for. Finally. I'm gonna say hi to you. I'm gonna say hi to you. Because in the old days, if it's clear plastic and I could get a whole bunch of it, I would use it. If it's some kind of tracing paper or a map thing, I would use it. Now, there's what they actually are. You remember going to school and seeing these, they have a pixel map put on this machine you see on the wall. That's what these things are for. I could basically do the same thing if I have an overview protector. For me, it's just like a piece of 100. Some of my videos are like that. $50 a box. That's without the strip here. This is more a computer one, so you can scan. And yeah. And these folders, the same. Even those half plastic, half paper one, I take this. This is why, some of them have dents and so forth. To make it look like old stock video. And thank Sassy. It is interesting that the video I'm working on, I use the clear plastic from behind the screen of a computer. And any clear, unused, shady plastic that I could see through, that you could find in the office store, because most of the stuff is from an office, your basic office store. The blue paper you see came back of these things is I reused again in my video. Rub ons. Thank God we got typing now. Because this is how I used to do my videos, my strip, and I used to go and scrub on these, but these are so old. But now I find these, I can use my really my film making ways and use this because they do dry up. And this way, it is just my way to recycle a lot of things now. Hey, Cassie, remember carbon paper? Do you remember? Are you old enough to remember carbon paper? This is the AIDS test here. And yes, Cassie, you stay to buy this stuff. My stuff is basically, that's right, 8.5 inches to 11. That's from 1970s. So as I, do this, I have other type of papers to work on. I finally got around experiment with film cupping seats. Another thing, Michelle probably knows a bit more than I do. I'm just learning how to use this stuff. And no, this is not carbon paper. This is completely different for copying film onto paper. So this is before, again, scanner. I usually get these at garage sales and so forth, for pennies or something. Yeah, most people doesn't. Yes, Cassie, most people basically have forgot. This way, it's a cheap way to animate. If you don't have tracing paper and you have tons of regular paper, you could do this. And I'm doing one of these videos with the scene is basically done with a pen, tracing on to this, to this, to this. It's the same as tracing paper, Cass. It takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, and keep this thing here. You notice I don't have a light table. That's why I use tracing paper and other light paper that I could draw through. I use these for the main test page. That's why once you see little tests on some of these drawing on my web comic pages, because this is the one that I use and draw and keep on going. And it is a lot of thought, with carbon paper to do these things, because today kids have it easy with the apps and this. Trying to do this, these days, kids, because so frustrating. You wish there's a carbon paper app, and I bet you there is. It's called copy and paste. As you see, it just really time consuming, but people want to see me to do my art. First, okay, I have to use it line up and see before Luz came on. The way I draw, the way I do this is basically another way. And it looks like I'm scribbling a lot here, but to make it move, the mountain range have to move. So it's going to be scribble on the main page, but on this page, the hair going to be hard. But you notice already the paper here, it's on 2 sheets. It's starting to lose its effectiveness. And one thing about carbon paper that I hate, it lets you pen because that stuff getting in the pencil. Oh yeah, even with a pencil, it's just like you have to redo it. But I do with a black and blue pen because the looks. And I could go for hours with pen, and pencil would do the same thing, but it getting kind of smudgy. Pencil, when you do it over again here, it gets much smudgy. Especially if you use sulfur or lead. Hard lead will rip through the stuff. And it's very hard to see. And since the nip is never going to get dull, it's one thing doing it with a pencil, you keep on sharpening it with pencil to get that point, the continuing point to do this. So all your art, each page, look like you drew it with something. Now, felt doesn't work, the worst case you wondering, but here it doesn't get smudged. The point is continuous, so forth. And that thing. It's just like, and also it leaves me a trail. Again, and then I scan these. Like I do with tracing paper. This is a good way to keep your regular white paper down to a thing. And yeah. And by the way, you stick about carbon paper. Did I say it? You stick a staples. People, yeah, there's people. And also, how you get other carbon paper in my days. Before I got money to buy it, I these, I don't care about this. And I use remember these Cassie forms? Before copying last forms, you can buy them in and I do animation on these things. I don't know. That's how, I guess Michelle don't come on and talk about on my video. Cassie, She says she don't have the time or she's too busy. And I can ask, how come your friend Michelle comes here, like you, Cassie, but not Michelle? Yeah, I know. Michelle helped me to get on here. She's not like, ringing, dinging me and say, oh, I'd like to. It's always the opposite. It's the opposite. When I'm on her, she always asks me to join. But she will come on my live stream to see basic stuff. And yes, I do leave a link for her on her web Discord. And that's what I did with you, Cass. I just leave it there and see if she wants to join or anybody who's getting tired of her. Come over here to have something better than lost pussy time. Yeah, it's just like it's a dying thing. This is why we got apps now. And that's just why we get machines that typed out little things. But this is the way I did some of my early animation videos with. If you ever seen every single video of mine, and I always try new things, Cassie. I always try to. If this gives me an idea to use, yeah, I have to say this is an odd way to use carbon paper other than putting between two pieces of paper and type with it. Yeah. I don't know. You've been to typing school and they show you how to do it, and you a mistake. Oh, and like you put 3 paper, and that's why this paper is so thin, because you can make 3 pieces of paper, and that's why the key hit the paper so hard so it could imprint the 3 of these paper on your typeware, and it took a long time, and people used to get pay for it at the time. That's why now we have the scanners and all this and that. This is why I use computer animation, the old-fashioned tracing paper, and these other odd ways, Cassie. Yeah, we all learn to type. Remember, Cassie, this is what we used to have in the typing. See, if you know how to type, you know how to use a keyboard. I keep on telling that every time I train the old folks on the computer. It doesn't go ding. It doesn't have to move it back and forth. It stays the keyboard layout, the one we all grew up with a few extra buttons, and so forth. You say have the space button, just like on the typewriter, and so the same layout. So when people, older people say, I cannot use the computer because I brought up with typewriters. Oh, God. Really? I have to remind a lot of older people who never use a keyboard is a typewriter without noise. Yes, you could get the sound effect if you wanted, but at least you don't have to move the screen around. At least you could correct your stuff without, the stinky liquid paper or whiteout tape. Yeah, we all remember that. Of course, if we do that on carbon paper, but I'm just giving something a new life here. And there's people, for whatever reasons, they use it. I use it for art, Cassie, and that's the reason why. Yeah, keyboard is a keyboard. That's why if you want to type really good as other people, go get a old typing book, because it's the same. That was the same setup in the whole thing. So the typing books stay good. The beginning typing books. The only difference, it doesn't have a cover ladies how to tell you how to type. Yeah, and how to make forms. You don't need an app. You just go to the lab and take the book out, so you can type your own speed without ladies saying help, help, or trying to eat bugs with the keyboard. It's you and a quiet keyboard and a piece of paper on the screen. Does that sound right? So far, I got 2 people watching and 2 likes. Well, there's one thing, and this is why, I think my how-to videos are better than Michelle's how-to video, because I use other ways. I'm still thinking of doing this as high or something, then scan and see what I get or something. Like this cool 1970 whatnot artwork from Mr. Crumb. But that's how I also did my strips, because if I need the character like this in 3 strips, I just draw the character, use paper and draw the character. All I do is change the background and the mouth. Let's say a certain pose that I did perfect the first time. I know I'm going to do it on the next frame of the comic, so I just boom, boom, boom. That's why some of my old ones from the 90s look like I used tracing paper for the same character, because it cut down time and my color tone started to fill up back then. And this is the other thing. I don't have to sketch and redo every frame. I just do this, move that, A, a B, a C, and G. Just remember, I did it or not. I'm just waiting for Louis to come back. And this also, Cassie, is a good way to redraw your character, redo things over again. It's a good test for a beginner to get that one look, so you don't need to redo it with a pencil. And I could go until I call pen cut. That's when you scribble so much and you begin to cut out paper. Then I could take the last one and continue in it. You notice that it's getting really, really busy, really, really. If I do the pencil this part, I would be all smudged. And again, this is why using black on black here, by the way, black pen or a blue pen. And with the hell there and parts that I'm missing. And again, the arm have moved. This is a close-up clocking scene. I got one watching. And I can notice I get a lot of views afterwards, so you basically watch me doing something live. And if you have kids and you want to make them learn animation, this is one of the ways to do it. But tracing paper is better. Now I'm making my own flip book. I can scan that and use my paperwork, my scanning program to get this moving. And it's almost look like I'm using completely something different here. I know this main thing needs to be redone again, but it's not eating through the paper yet. The imprint in black is getting really bold, but going to the next pen and next piece of paper, and let's keep on doing it. Now, I wish I could get colored paper weight so I just could draw and move it so I don't have to bother, but I don't throw away old stuff. I reuse it, reuse it. It's just ever since Bob and his recycling thing video came, since I've been talking and showing you a lot more how I reuse things. Oh, gosh, you remember these things? The big full-color ones? You used to buy them, but in the 70s when I was a kid, that was the coolest thing. You could draw and color, and not one color, in 4 colors. And this is one of the original ones, I think. I'm not sure if the original one got a hold of it. But this is... No, this is not. Yeah, this is a Bic. A Bic. Remember those Bic? Too fat to put on your cassette tape up? Yeah. Back in those memories and so forth of the past, that the stuff we grew up in school. The kid, keep on saying, the kids who think it's easy with the computer, with apps and know how to do it. This is how I got chalk and pencil over many, many decades of drawing. It doesn't look like. Back in my day when I'm out of ink, I just put a new one in. All those things that today kids don't really know, that the old folks that stay use those stuff once in a while. And that's kind of sad that we, as a generation, is losing some of these things to the computer. But if you combine it like I do, the scanner and the program to animate and just do this old-fashioned way, you stay keeping people like me who say have carbon paper around to actually do something. I know. It is one of those things that not many people think, A lot of people think, oh, this is just for typewriter. No, it's for drawing. It's for, so if you don't have the old-fashioned blue pencil, the blue pencil you can't pull, you draw, but you can't pull a copy pen. The old-fashioned card. I'm stuck on the word. You do this. It gives you more cleaner ones that pencil and scrubbing. That's the other thing. If you're doing small, like scrubbing the paper and kind of give your comic strip a little depth to it, a little more 3D like. I think, but I'm not really sure. So I think I'm going to draw more here and kind of wait until someone joins us. Yeah, but if I don't answer phone call, I draw for you. Oh, so this is work to that kid. It works on any kind of type of paper. It works on doodly pads, these thick cardboard ones. Back in the old days, you went out to teach people to trace the characters you cut out. Well, they use copy paper. I am going to make a video, and yes, it's going to be cut like this. I'm not sure I'm going to do it, but I am going to use different paper for this. This is basically what we in school call newsprint. So the next batch of video is going to be actually done with old-fashioned paper, with old-fashioned things, to give it, different feels and backgrounds, and so forth. And that's what I'm trying to do now. I guess you could say I'm basically keeping this, using this stuff, stay alive like any other true artist out there. Are you stay here, Cassie, or I'm going you to death? Because since you're the only one here, I don't know how many people watching or whatever. Just join me. Welcome. Please leave a comment, I'm lacking in the comments. Even the people who watch this, leave a comment, after you watch these videos. Please. Like to hear from you guys, I'd like to know if this, except Cassie, who already told me this is interesting, tell me these types of things, going back to a simple time of drawing things is better or not. Because this is how we grew up in doing these things. Back in my day, it's like I used to draw on the other side of people, the books you used to get way on one side, blank, so forth. More of that on later, but yeah. Gotta trim this off for a minute here. And silly enough, copy paper is not recyclable. It's reusable, but not recyclable. This is why, another reason why we went to carbon-less paper, but even carbon-less paper is not recycling for the people, wondering why I throw away the carbon paper after, because we learned to recycle plain old paper, gloss paper, matte paper, paper bags, and other paper, but we haven't learned to recycle the good old carbon paper yet. So far I heard, but then again, who would do that? Excuse me, folks. I do get really, let's see. Don't. Found someone's wallet today. I'm enjoying all the paper. It was slapped out the lane, and as I, before I return, I'm buying this guy receipts and everything, so I don't have to hand him a wet wallet. That's something I always do when I find somebody wallet that's been out in the rain. And so that's why there's a wallet here and some paperwork that you not can see. Maybe all can see. But the delay on that is so slow. I'm not handling that anymore. Jeez. So, I'm gonna see pace for a while. I'll give you some pace time. Oh yeah, I am having a serious snack lag problem here. Why do I have two open?